Let me ask you something. While watching these clips, what are the things that you notice that make you want to return your attention to the screen?
Has to be better, not it has to be better. 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 But I have nothing.
Hey, all right, dude. Seriously, get out here. Dude, I couldn't go anywhere else, man. I just had to.
Now, this is a very subjective question depending on how you like to digest your art, but there actually is kind of a concrete answer to this. It's not cinematography. It's not the acting, and it's not the framing. It's sound. Big spoiler alert if you saw the title of this video. All right, welcome back to... What? I'm gonna keep it $1.50 with you guys. I feel like I really don't want to do this right now, but I made a promise. I'm gonna push out a video once a week. Damn it, we're here. We're gonna enjoy it. We're gonna make a video. But for this video, I want to keep it simple and effective and a little quicker. We are talking about one of the biggest equalizers and separators in film that are either gonna make you look like big Hollywood hotshot or $5 student film, and that's sound. So sit back, relax, and enjoy this nice little dissertation about how sound is probably the most important part of your film. Sound is what I like to prefer as the first great separator of professional and amateur. There is no film that can be saved by bad sound. You could have a movie that has rough imagery, that has iffy framing, that has meh acting, but there are ways to work around that. And there are plenty of examples of films out there that have poor quality cinematography or just really outdated cinematography, but no one really batted an eye at it because the sound was there. So, why is this? Well, for starters, a big thing we're doing as creatives in the film medium is creating a sensual euphoria for our viewers. No, not like that, crazy dude. The things that keep us immersed in a film are not so much the visuals, which is something I put a lot of work into and believe does immerse your audience, but the first thing that's going to immerse them is both the quality of your sound and the layering of your sound. And through the successful use of sound, you're going to be able to put your audience right there in the shoes of your actors, and being convinced that this is real life becomes a lot easier. Look at this scene right here from our film Recurrence. Can you imagine this film if it didn't have the pen taps? The small little textural hits of fingertips hitting the pen. The very defined sound of paper turning on the book. It's these small little things that's going to keep the subconscious attached to your film. Or look at this scene from our short film, The Edge with Us.
No, not Avery. No. Don't touch me! My brother will kill you. He will kill you.
This is a very powerful scene, a very dramatic scene. But could you imagine how this would feel if the audio was too tin-like or too bassy, or just lacked the same quality as the rest of the film did? And even though the lighting is beautiful and our actors are putting their entire heart into it, one whiff of bad sound in this scene, you probably already lost your viewer and they're somewhere in a YouTube Shorts rabbit hole learning about Call of Duty loadouts and making sandwiches. So the first thing I need to tell you is that I truly understand that if you are a starting filmmaker, this is probably one of the hardest things to do, but before you want to blow a bunch of money on a camera or a lens, you should probably think about blowing some money on a good microphone. You do not need to break the bank, but unfortunately, sound is one of those things where you really get what you pay for.
Oh. Is there any chance you can take me up there?
I can go out right now, pick up an old Panasonic GH4, and confidently shoot a film.
This is our marriage.
But I will not take a $60 shotgun mic off of Amazon and have any confidence for my sound. Which is why in my career I took the time to buy both Rode NTG mics, a couple podcasting mics to ensure that my quality of sound will be there on set. Now, of course, the quality of your sound isn't just the money you blow in a microphone, it's also sound design. If we look back at a film like Recurrence,
Passing disjointed ideas.
nothing in this film had sound. This entire film is what we call MOS. No natural sound was recorded for this entire film. It was all done in a separate voiceover and using a software called Soundly to replace all the sound design elements we wanted, from footsteps to the pen hits to weather to all the transition whooshy-washies.
There's no use.
In our latest short film, The Reunion, which still isn't out yet, some of the audio bits that we wanted to have a little more oomph, like the sound of somebody opening a guitar. And then pairing that with some very good audio, we were also smart in knowing that this was a film that we wanted to take our time on and make as good as possible. So we had a completely separate sound engineer so that one person on the crew had one focus and one focus only, capturing good sound. And even look at some of the things I've done for the Army National Guard. I used to not record sound at all and just rely on interviews off of a Rode video mic and then just visuals and a kick-ass song off of Artlist. The quality of my videos, however, saw a drastic change when I hooked up my NDG5 to something like an Ursa or my BlackMagic Pocket and started collecting quality natural sound that accompanied the people in the videos.
Real time frame that we could accomplish that mission and have something to stand on with that to go to superiors was pretty invaluable to me.
From that point, the immersion almost doubled, and it really felt like I was watching some true documentary pieces. And no matter how many thousands or tens of $1,000s I could spend on a new cinema camera or a new lens, nothing has upped my quality more than when I bought a brand spanking new mic and focused more on the audio I was getting. And think of your layering as well. Looking back to these short films that I have used transitions and even my most recent video I made for YouTube, it was all about the layering of sound along with music and a voiceover.
We're shooting with natural light. It's bold contrast, deep shadows, and the mood it gives any story is just something I cannot resist.
Sound comes together like a good meal. At one point, you're probably just throwing butter, oil, or whatever in a pan, but after a few more ingredients later and taking time on each ingredient that you're throwing in the pan, what eventually comes out is something delicious and more than the sum of its parts. And although sound is extremely important, it is just one imperative element to the unified effort that is a film. To make a watchable film, you need good sound and you need basic knowledge of cinematography. To make a great film, you need to have deliberate framing, excellent lighting, passionate acting, an enthusiastic crew, professional grade audio, and some real tender love and care in the edit in order to make an excellent short film to really show off what you can do. So, take the time to invest in these things like sound so that one of these more imperative elements isn't dragging down the rest of your product. And if you make something right now, be it a film, a reel, a music video, a documentary, and you feel like it's missing something, look at your timeline and see what your sound elements are doing and think to yourself, how can I use sound to keep my audience immersed? Y'all want to see my dog in a cone? No more babies for you. If you like these quicker style videos and also seeing less of my face for whatever reason, let me know in the comments. We're still in the early stages of this channel and I'm looking to do, what the people want. And also, if you saw these babies right here, consider this a little teaser for the next video. And if you see this big baby right here, Yeah, I'll do a video about it sometime. And thank you all for helping me reach my first 1,000 subscribers. Woo, we did it. And hopefully we'll get many more, but you know, that's up to me, I guess. Wow, you really want to get up here, huh? Nope, sorry, Bubby. Sorry, not now. She's on drugs. She's going crazy. This has been Davis with the Sick Shop. See you on the next one.